Are we live? Are we live? Let's check it because that's always interesting thing. Are we live? Okay. Let's add text over here. Where is text? Let me check it. Few things, and we can start editing our viral short together. Yes. Okay. Let me check some settings, and I'm going to check it how it looks like because I'm sharing only like a little where is camera over here, little little part of my screen. That's you can see on the vertical vertical screen a little bit better, and I would like to check it how it looks like on, for example, on Instagram, if you can see some details or not, what is the quality of this live. That might be interesting, but I can see that the quality actually is not that bad. You can see some details, you can see some settings, so I am surprised that uh, I'm surprised a little bit. Is that good? You can see on the vertical. Okay, it is little bit lagging behind, but I would say quality and everything is quite good. Okay, so this is on Instagram. Let's check it the same on how we call it, YouTube, because we are streaming live simultaneously on two platforms. That's nice. I really like it. Okay, we are live. I still cannot see connected chat together. So I need to check chat. I need to check the chat separately on Instagram and on Facebook. That's an interesting. Let me check like some settings, and we will start editing. And we will start our editing viral video from the service era, from the very last rally, 20 rally 2024, whatever. Let me check on all settings because I'm still new with this software, so I would like to be sure that everything is correct. But I'm just checking like quality on YouTube and on Instagram, and I am surprised that on Instagram is the quality is much better. For example, on Instagram I can see every detail what I have over here. So on the clarity of numbers, and you can properly read everything what is over here. But on YouTube the quality is not that good. Or maybe wait, I can make quality high quality. Let me check one more time because my Wi-Fi is off because I'm streaming, so maybe that's why I'm using oh yeah, yeah, that's pretty good. I can see everything. Okay. still would be more handy if I would see combined chat together, but somehow I cannot see the chat box. Or maybe now? Oh, at least something. Okay, let me check the chat box. No, I cannot see on my chat box over there, but I place it somewhere on the screen, but doesn't work. Anyway, let's start. Let's start editing. That's why we need also like microphone, and I will check it if I can do two things simultaneously. So, for example, I can use one mic over here and one microphone for Adobe Premiere. That might be interesting if it's possible to do it. As far as I know, yes, it is possible, but I have never checked it together with this software. And if I'm doing something, I would like to be sure. I need to be sure that it works. Okay. Okay. Let's start editing. Uh, what is the idea for this short content? I would like to show you that you don't need to take many pictures to to take good photos. For example, I want to convince you sometimes less is better. So for example, over here I would like to show you that like I'm working in a single mode, so every picture is single and every picture is great. So that's why I want to convince you sometimes it's better to take little bit more time before the shot and just shot one time, and that's it, and you can save a lot of memories on your hard drive later, on your SD card or whatever. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Here is my footage, like GoPro footage. Then I'm walking over there nicely. Then I see something is going on, something interesting, because you know that you can take whatever, like many pictures, but in the end they won't be interesting. So this is also like I would say experience to find something interesting. And I was walking by this Peugeot, and basically you can see that the photo is taken. If you can see photo over here, if you can see the photo, I need to do it a little bit smaller. It's a square, that's good. You can see on this photo, I will zoom in a bit, a lot of details. So a lot of pencils from the CO driver, a lot of pen, like notebook, okay, glass holder or whatever, or ashtray. But that's kind of interesting to see the door from CO driver, co-driver. Uh, and this is the first shot. As an opening shot, it's not that interesting for people who doesn't know. So I would like to take like a different sequence for opening. This we can use it later, and let's go here. Here we can see some Seicento. I need to make this photo smaller, and that's quite interesting because this is like really simple photo, just half of a car, but this vertical fits exactly in the screen, and I would like to start from this shot. And I was trying like I was trying to do right side, but the background wasn't that good. That's why I moved to the left. And you can see when I'm taking shot, that's good. So for example, in the moment when I'm taking shot, then it will be cut and the photo will pop up. So here is the shot, pick, okay. So here is cut, and from that moment we will do this photo, and this is pretty simple. So for example, opening just a few seconds, and later on I will put voiceover. I still thinking about the sequence, but it will be somehow about single photography. For example, just one shot and that's it. So be like a sniper, take more time and shoot precisely like one photo. I will think about it still, but let's do edit. The interesting thing is that it's difficult for me to do two things simultaneously. So for example, talking and doing, because when I'm doing something, I need to have completely silent around me, or headphones with no noise cancellation. Even if I am alone home and here is nobody, then it's good to have, like, I need to be completely silent. So that's why sometimes maybe I won't be able to find a proper word, because doing two things simultaneously is not my hard side. Okay, from this moment I moved to the second scene over here, and that's pretty nice because you can see the car from the camera through my hands, and you can see also like the screen from the camera. Let's do that not that long. So for example, this sequence is 30, it's 5 seconds. Let's do it 3. So 3 seconds. Let's start from here. Let's separate the rest so we know where our short video begins. To be safe, let's do it like this. To the right. That's still a little bit long. How many seconds it is? Because otherwise, the opening we need at least 2 hooks. For example, first one just in the beginning, and later on between around 8 seconds. Somehow I can see chat. Oh, that's good. Okay, so let's move forward. That's quite long, so let's reduce this scene. Over here is 30, 25, 35. So let's reduce this one to, let's say, 2 seconds. And here the final result pop-ups to be more interesting, because of course people, they don't have 2 seconds. We will zoom in this photo. So for example, little bit oversized. Yes, like this. So it will look maybe a little bit shorter. Like this. Picture just too small. Let's do it one more time. Little bit smaller than the frame. Yes, scale over there, just like this. Yes, then maybe a little bit too much, because you can't see details of this photo. Just a little bit. Like this, smaller better. Tick. Good. And then that's a good point. And then let's check it the next scene. For example, in the end, we can use this scene with Peugeot. Then I can describe more details, but first 10 seconds are the most important. That's why I want mainly focus on those 10 seconds from the beginning. Let's check it Instagram if someone is there. Instagram has a quite good quality, so that's pretty good, but now it's somehow stuck. Okay. Okay, it works. Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's go forward. Now I'm walking by. Here is Subaru. Exactly the same scene, like half of a car. Here I have taken two pictures from left and from the right side, but I think this one is the more interesting because over here we have wheels and at least something is going on. So let's check this scene. Then I'm walking. Okay, you cannot see. Maybe I can move the camera. I forget about the camera. Subaru over here. Let's cut this nicely and just check it if we can correct it, because it's recorded horizontally. Then we can move the camera, right, the scene, but still you cannot see over here like Subaru. That's this side, that's quite bad. We cannot use this one. It's not clearly visible. Okay, and again I'm covering the footage by my hand. The photo is quite good, but I'm covering. Look, but I'm covering my the the view landscape by my hand. That's not okay. Uh, over here also. Oh wow. Okay, so we're not going to use that. Walking by, looking something interesting. Let's zoom in. Let's see what we can see over there. But I think photo wasn't good because it's not here. Here also this same. I'm covering my hand by my hand. Seicento. I need to think about it, because when I want to show the screen of the camera and somehow 70 to 100 is a quite heavy long lens, then I need to hold my camera steady like this and like this, and this is difficult to do that without covering the footage. That's interesting. Okay, here we have at least something. Okay, here at least over here we have some better footage. And on this picture at least something is going on. So for example, you can see wheels in the foreground. Then I would use this one. I will cut this one, let's say over here and over there, because it's from 2, and I will move it there. What a mess. Okay, let's delete this one so we have more space over here. And again, the picture is here, so for example, like 3 seconds. Where is the shot moment? We can see on the screen from the camera. Okay, over here is the shot. So over here we can place our picture, and then let's say 3 seconds, so it's 35, 42, 32. Yes, and a little bit because and a little bit more because we need to cover or at least provide some sound below the Seicento. Okay, like this. And then here is the time to put the voiceover. For example, that's an interesting because we can see the wheels in the foreground and the car without wheels. So it's nice to take the footage like this, and at least it's nicely and visible with that pure with that poor water condition. Let's check the duration of the first photo. It's 22, so let's make it 25 frames. So that will be one standard, so this is 1 second. Quite good enough to grab attention in the beginning. So the duration. Remember, the last one are frames, so 25 frames. Okay. 0, 25. Okay, at least we have the same duration. Let's scale up a little bit. Scale position little bit over the full frame, and let's check it. That's quite okay. Okay, let's put over here mark so we can see at least where we are, and let's check it the next scene. Normally I wouldn't do like this, but somehow now I have combined it together, all pictures and videos. That's why I need to do like this, so everything is in order. Let me check YouTube. 2 viewers. That's good. Okay. Again, let me zoom out the photo a little bit to see more details. That's pretty nice. I really like it, but it's not that interesting. And over there, I had a few better photos, I believe. Oh, that's good. Portraits of rail drivers are always always awesome. So and here is a good moment, but you cannot see screen from the camera because I was looking on the perspective, but somehow we can take it. And over there, the next one is also good. This one. Let's zoom out a little bit, or scale, whatever. This one is also good, so I will take those two for sure, because the service area are not only cars, there are also drivers and everything what is important. Okay, so let's make it the second scene. Maybe over here we can see the better footage. No, because it was raining already. Okay. Anyway, over here is the shot moment. Over here, this is the shot, I believe. Duration 0.25. Okay. And from that moment 3 seconds, 17. Quite interesting, the photo. I would like to add, normally I'm not adding special effects, but in that particular thing I would add like those kind of sounds when you press the button, when the mirror is moving, when the mirror is like moving in the old cameras. So I will add this sound over here, because I miss that sounds over here. That's nice. Let's scale it again, a little bit zoom in, and here is the second scene. This is already fast photo because the car is driving over here, so it's just one shot. Let's do it like this. At least we can see over here our subject, and we can later on, when we adjust the frame, we will zoom in. Then you cannot see we cannot see my jacket, because the camera was under jacket somehow, as a special agent undercover. Again, 3 seconds, somewhere like here. We will check it later. Okay, and again, length of the photo 25 frames. Let's cut this over here. Of course we need to zoom in a little bit. Let's scale, just fast scaling. Yes, yes, that's good. And you can see the co-driver and driver, they are kind of on the sides. So I would like to zoom to someone. So I would like to zoom in to one character. That's why I'm going to do it now. So for example, I'm going to zoom in this guy, because this guy looks interesting. Let's make it with movement like this. Maybe a little bit zoom in. And I think that the clip might be a little bit longer because of that. No, this is upside. Like this. Let's check this out. a little bit too fast, and this particular photo I would like to make a little bit longer. Okay, so let's check it from the beginning. It's pretty fast paced. When you combine it with voiceover, that might be interesting. I still need to think about the scenario. Here when we have the car alone, then it's good to keep fast pace. But I see that over here, for example, when you have character, let's say people or someone, that might be good to expose a little bit more, a little bit longer. Yes. A little bit too much zoom in my opinion, or a slower pace. That's good. Okay. That's also way too fast. And let's slow down a little bit. Like this. Much better. Okay. So let's check it. The very next scene. Here is the mechanic. You can see mechanic over here, but you cannot see this mechanic from through my hands. That I will say is good one, because you cannot see through my hands, but this one I have recorded in 4K. So for example, I can zoom in all the way on my screen like this. Let's move the photos or turn them off, because I won't see the footage. It's quite done. Okay, it's like a, and you can see over here it's just like 2 seconds. Class photo 1, 2, and that's it, and 3. Okay, that's good. So let's do it like this. So let's do something different. So for example, couple frames back over here. Yes. Okay, so from that moment, let's do the cut over here. This we can delete. At least you can see that I'm raising the camera, so you can see. Okay, so maybe we can do him walking, so we can cut this out. Maybe we can combine those movements together, and you couldn't see because I cannot see the photo. Okay, but that might be good to combine those two moves together. Look, and here when I'm raising the camera, okay, you cannot see that moment, but I'm talking about this. So okay, it won't work, doesn't matter. Okay, so let's start from movement, for example, from here. Let's check how far we can go. Okay, here are two photos, and then over here is the second one. So let's show the viewer those two. That's nice moment. You see, at least something. I have a camera is placed like this, and in the next shot is raised with shake. So that's kind of, see, it's a kind of nice natural transaction, and shake, at least something interesting. That's good. And together, this goes together with the tools. Really good. I would say this place between two photos is a little bit boring. What I would like to say, I would like to speed up this sequence. Let me cut over here, and to do that we need to go to speed. Let me find that. Scale, speed. So let's find this one moment over here. The shutter is close, so from over here, control timeline. The second shot, it's over here, precisely over here. Shot timeline, and we will raise the velocity. Let's check this out. Still a little bit too slow. Let's make it the transaction a little bit smoother. Raise the speed. Okay, so it's like 1, 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter. 1, 2, and over here we can put two pictures next to each other, 1 and 2. Let's try it, because it's character, but we're going to present two pictures. "25 frames. Wait. It's 2 seconds. Way too long. People are scrolling all day, but they don't have 2 seconds. "25, no, still not. Anyway. Doesn't matter. Okay. Little bit. All this is character, so we can do it like this. Okay, that's good. Fair enough. Over here, zoom in a little bit. Zoom in to the character. That's important. Like this. The second picture. That's might be nice. Scale. Okay, and scale to the mechanic position. Like this. Okay, let's check this sequence. 1, 2. Whoa, wow, it's super fast. Okay, I would like to do differently with only one photo. 1, 2, okay, and I will present the second one, but with lower pace. 1, too crazy. Let's move it those two things into in the end. That might be naturally slower down all the picture. Still a little bit. Still a little bit too fast. Or too fast or too big scale, let's say. Let's work a little bit on it. Okay, now the scale is quite right, but the position is wrong. How many is 37? Let's put over here 34. And then we need to change also position. So let's reset it and just do it how it's supposed to be from the beginning. In the middle, yes. Or maybe we can leave it on a scale. That might be much better. Okay. A little bit longer. Okay, so let's we need to find out the next scene. Let's check it how many viewers we have. Two viewers on YouTube. Viewers, including me, 3. And let's check it Instagram. On Instagram, okay, I can log. I need to log into my account to see that. I cannot see my life. Hey. Okay, I can't check it. Okay, so let's check it from the beginning, because the video, when you edit video, then you need to go forth and back, and this is time consuming. So now we have, let's say 25, 25, almost 30 seconds. So let's place it over there one scene, and then later on I will record the voiceover. And later on, for sure, I will edit something for voiceover. But I can see that those photos are a little bit too fast. But I will edit later. It depends how from the pace of my voiceover. That's good one. It's slower. Over here, car. That's also nice. Here, mechanic, 2 shots. But that's maybe a little bit weird, because here we have done 2 shots, and over here is 1. This I don't like it. Okay, let's check it if you have something else. Here is Lancer, but you cannot see properly my screen. Here is not interesting. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see what is in the camera. A lot of reflections. That's not good. Then we can delete those Mercedes. Here are wheels. We have used that. Ah, two mechanics are doing something. That's this pretty good photo, but I will place this photo in the end, that's for sure, but I don't have footage. I've turned off the camera, but it's really nice. Older happy guy with his Astra, beautiful Astra GSE. Let's zoom out, let's see what we can see over there. But it's only this is only Mercedes, no mechanics. Oh, that's also is good photo to describe, because I haven't done that completely in the middle. It's a little bit like the perspective is a little bit like this, so you can see that the car is a little bit wider than is in the reality. That's also a nice trick to do that. And here I went back to the car, and now I went one more time because I was so wet in that time. Okay, and over here I moved to start. But we can check it from mine sequence, for example, because I was over here. That's okay. But then later on I back in the night for the second service between special stages. That's also was interesting. But when you are there, I want to record completely separate video, because when you are there, then you need to watch out, because the car are driving to the checkpoints, and sometimes it's really crowded. But I have taken over there like some good pictures. But I want to do separate. I would say, because it was a lot of is going on. Maybe they haven't been fighting with time, because usually on WRC or another national championships you have 20 minute service between special stages, I mean between loops. But somehow in the Netherlands it's 1 hour. That's pretty good, and it's pretty relaxed over there. I would say even too much. Even too much. But I have captured a lot of pictures in the night over there, but I will make about that the second episode. Okay, so let's back to the daylight. Let's back to the daylight, and let's just check something. I remember that was a good picture between people. Somehow I cannot. Oh, that was also an interesting shot, and we can see that's pretty good. But I am talking about between. I've made somewhere picture between people, and that was nice to show that people are also there, like between two spectators. But I don't know if that time I had this one on footage. Anyway. Oh, here I am on a special stage. Okay, that's for later. Okay, so let's use it. Let's use it this one. Okay, so we have those two. Let's use those two. So let's copy this footage from over here, and let's use it in our short. and that's it. Later on I will put voiceover, and I will adjust a little bit to keep good pace and whatever. And somehow is more handy. First put voiceover, and the voiceover is like a scenario, and later on you can add to your voiceover like scenes. Sometimes this is more handy, especially when you edit food and you have recipe and everything. That's more handy to do that. First voiceover, some scenario or from your head, and then later on edit. And this is interesting because usually the most cars nowadays, I would say 100%, 99% of cars, they have a hood pop up in the different direction, and this is BMW E30, and still this is like old school opening hood. That's also interesting. That's why I want to show you this. Okay, so let's the basic scene is this. Let's check it if it's not too long, but this is already later, so nobody is watching that time, and I will have more time to describe. Here 2 shots, that's good. More to describe how the hood is opening. I would say almost symmetrical. That's quite nice. We can slower the piece a little bit, the pace a little bit, because we are around 30th of the second, whatever. Like this. Very good enough, maybe a little bit longer. And the last picture, and later on I will place it as the last one, the guy with Astra. And this is also nice. We can see my footage over there. Yes, till this moment. Yes, okay. That's what we're going to do. And at least this picture is also good. I like it because someone is on the foreground, mechanic or driver, that doesn't matter, but at least there is someone, some character. That's also nice to use foreground over there when you can see the inside of a car. Okay, and the last, very last picture will be guy with his Astra. I don't have footage, that's not this one, but that might be nice to expose this picture, but somehow I lost somewhere. Okay, anyway, I will find it. And we have still Peugeot with okay. So maybe we can use it also. It's no later on nobody is watching, so why not? Okay, I will show you how to, because at least you can see that maybe not this one, but over here you can see okay, also this one. Over here you can see sharp edges, and I will show you how to figure that out. So for example, when we have pictures, hold Alt, drag everything above, then we have double. Every photo is double. Sometimes we need to scale manually, or basically doesn't matter, but I'm going to scale it manually, every photo. Because every photo has a different scale or different shape, crop, frame, whatever. That's why I want to do like this. See, so to be sure that like every pixel is covered by photo. For now that looks a little bit weird, but I will show you what I'm going to do. And now we are going to use Gaussian whatever blur effects. Blur. You cannot see this part of a screen. That's interesting. Gaussian blur, and we can blur it the background, you see. So then you have then it looks like the photo is covering, I would say, the full screen when you watch on your smartphone. Pass attitudes, motion not, we cannot see effects. Sometimes control C and control copy and control paste is not working on my keyboard. I need to do that twice. We want to copy only one effect, and then does it work? Yes, it works. You can see that the photo now is covering, and the photo now is covering the entire screen. Oh wow, that's not how it should be. Okay, we need to turn off also the scale from the background. That is less disturbing. So for example, it looks like this. Pretty fair enough. Okay, so let's do that. Scale it a little bit, Gaussian. Okay, there is not that many pictures to edit, that's why I'm going to do that manually, but normally you can do, to be sure that everything is correct, but you can do that also removing all the effects and copy only what you want. That's done. That's almost done. Okay, now it's done. This one is not done. Scale reset. See, there is always something. Yes, that's okay. And over here, the last one. What's how? Okay. Okay. So let's check one more time what we have created. Or maybe I can place it a little bit in the middle now. Oh. So let's check it. Let's check it one more time. I will zoom in this one so you can see that in the bigger scale. Okay, over here we need to cut this one after first photo. Somewhere here. That might be also interesting, those transaction. Yes, and then come camera down, and here this is also the same scenario. Would be nice to put over here also like camera up. You see this moment. That might work. Look, photo, camera down, camera up. That's really good. I really love that effect. I mean effect, that's not effect, but okay, over here a little bit too sooner. Still we cannot see the photo. The shutters over here. Okay. Yes. And here will be placed our guy with his Astra. If I will find him. Okay, so let's check it. Let's check it. Let's check it one more time. In the beginning, fast pace. I have already in my head the sentence what I will use, which I will use. Now it's little bit. The pace is slowing down. I don't like it because I've made 2 photos and I showed only one. That's good. Camera down, camera up, and then roll cage guy on the right. That also shows. And okay, and I'm going to put the voiceover, and then later on I will link below. The final result. Okay, so thank you for watching today. And yes, see you in the next lives. Maybe we will join to TikTok, but somehow I struggle with it a little bit. I cannot configure properly my new software, but I will check some guidance.